Hey, Bulldog Nation. Michael Acorn here, Ferris State Torch sports photographer, along with my good friend Harrison Watt, editor-in-chief of the Ferris State Torch. Harrison, how you doing tonight?
Fantastic. How about you, Mike?
I'm doing fantastic. After that amazing 42-17 victory about the Bulldogs, now what are your initial thoughts on the game?
Well, the Ferris State defense was very, very dominant all the way through the game. 17 points doesn't seem like a real shutdown effort. But the defense at times was pinned in their own end, inside their own 30 and 20-yard lines, and they would hold off the Grand Valley defense for a long period of time. The offense was good as well, but I felt like it was a little bit streaky tonight.
Now, this is the third time that the Bulldogs have brought home the Anchor Bone Trophy. What do you think Grand Valley did wrong initially after the first half?
Well, I thought most of Grand Valley's mistakes actually took place in the first half. The second half, it was a little more dead even. Ferris is scoring. It was dead equal in the second half, but it took a lot longer for Ferris to score those points than it did in the first half. I thought many of Grand Valley's mistakes were not respecting Jason Vanderlin's arm. He's really learned how to throw, and he's blossomed. He had 4 touchdowns tonight. It was great. Yeah,
usually Vanderlin is usually the one that runs, and tonight he seemed to, like you said, be able to throw.
Well, he was able to throw, and I don't want to take anything away from his running game. He carried the ball 28 times for 166 yards. Didn't have any touchdowns on the ground, which for Jason isn't common. But you know, he was the true definition of a dual threat tonight. He put up over 350 yards of offense, both on the ground and through the air, doing what a quarterback should do.
Now, Sanders was probably the highlight with putting up 3 touchdowns in total. Now, what do you think of Sanders' game tonight?
Now, Shakur Sanders is going to be the Torch Player of the Week here in this game. We named Jason Vanderlin the Player of the Week too much. Shakur Sanders, wide receiver, 3 touchdown catches, over 100 yards receiving. Those are Calvin Johnson numbers. Look out, this Shakur Sanders kid can really play. He's got some great hands. He's really got wheels. Not the biggest of receivers, but he knows how to get open.
Now, looking forward to next week, the Bulldogs will be taking on the Saginaw Valley State. What do you think Saginaw Valley thought looking at the game tonight?
Well, I don't think Saginaw Valley State will be any too intimidated. Ferris State put up a big number of points last year against Grand Valley. Grand Valley also put up a big amount of points. It was a 54-44 win last season. The only thing that might frighten, I guess, Saginaw Valley State a little bit might be the defense. It was a little better tonight than it was last year, at least. The secondary I thought was very, very good, much improved for Ferris State. It'll be a little bit of a challenge for Saginaw Valley State through the air.
Any last thoughts?
Well, the dynasty was with Grand Valley. At least a few years ago it was. And I'm using the word was because it's not there anymore. This is the third straight time Ferris State has brought home the Anchor Bone Trophy, once on the road, twice in a row at home. Last year was a closer game. Tonight, I think it really wasn't close very much in this one.
No, it definitely was not. That's going to do it for Harrison Watt, myself, Michael Acorn, here at Top Taggart Field. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU Torch and at Twitter and Instagram at FSU Torch. And lastly, FSUTorch.com. Signing off, Michael Acorn.